the most important thing to talk about in this song is the triplets in it and the triplet feel that it has. If you listen to the song, okay, that's a very heavy triplet feel. It's all about the triplets. And so we got to feel that because right off the bat, the piano intro is made up of triplets. Bam ba da ba boo ba ba boo ba ba boo ba boo ba, which lays the whole foundation, the groove for this song. Looking right at the top, right? You should be looking at your own chart because I don't know how good this is going to show on the camera. So the two groups of eighth note triplets, da da do da da do da, is preceded by a triplet that doesn't look the same, right? The first triplet is a quarter note followed by an eighth note. Bam, ba, ba. It's almost like a dotted quarter note. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. And it could be written that way as well. I just chose to use the triplet feel there because this song is heavily entrenched in that triplet feel. So that's how you read that, which takes us right to the end. The saxophone, you're playing that exact same figure that the piano does in the intro. One, ba 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 boo ba ba boo ba. The other thing, which happens even more here, is the quarter note triplet, as opposed to the eighth note triplets we just talked about. I found my thrill. Here, on Blueberry Hill. So, da da. That first bar of the second line. One. On Blueberry Hill. Dun, 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 dun. So quarter note triplets are twice as long as eighth note triplets. Da 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 da. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is the quarter note triplets. One triplet, two triplet, ba 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 ba. Go to the repeat sign after the second box. So line 1 2 3 4. Line 4. The wind in the willow played. So that's the same thing, right? One. Ba 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 ba. One, two triplet, one triplet, two triplet. The other main thing to get out of this tutorial is the embellishment part. So one thing I could tell you is that I do have a kind of like a mini course covering quite a few of these embellishments, and again, this is like your way of really making a simple song like this jump off the page even more, is by putting these embellishments in. Some people call it ornamentations, ornaments, embellishments, kind of the same thing, right? But if you want to learn a few of these, like I'm using in this song, I'll leave a link for the embellishment mini course so you can watch. It has, 2 or 3 videos showing you maybe 5 or 6 of these really nice and useful everyday embellishments we can use. I will go over a couple of these embellishments. The first one is a really quick descending glissando that I do just before the very first note of the melody. I found my thrill, right? That first note, which is a D on the B flat chart, and on the E flat chart, it's an A, right? But let's look at this a little closer. So instead of just starting, I go that little pickup. Is a flourish of notes, which I call a glissando, going from A down to your D. It's a really cool thing to do, and all you really got to do is hit the A, G, F, E, or F sharp. It goes so fast, it doesn't really matter. Oh, and on the alto chart, your first note is an A, so you'd go up a fifth, which is the E, and then come down E, D, C, or C sharp, B, and A. Another one of my favorite embellishments is the mordant. Da, 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 da. And I added there is the mordant. It's just a one note trill up and down to the next note. So instead of just F sharp, E as written, I'm adding. So F sharp, up a semitone to the G, back down to the F sharp, and then the E. Da 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 da, but it's done quickly, so it's not. It's. And you'll hear, if you listen to what I play and you look at the notes, you'll see that I add them quite often. It's one of my most used embellishments. And another one is you'll hear it throughout. As the scooping into a note. Again, I cover these and a couple more in the embellishment mini course, which I'll leave a link to below. One that I'll go over here with you is near the end, where I do the sax intro, copying the piano intro near the end there. Ba ba da ba do ba ba do ba. That's that trill, and right, it's got the trill marking over that note. So you can trill that B several ways. Playing the B using this side key, middle side key with your index finger. Now I didn't do it that way. I trilled it using the, that would be trilling a half a step above, right? Which works. You could also trill it just B, C sharp, open. I use this one. That's kind of one of my favorite trills, and what I'm doing is playing the B, of course, and trilling it with the high D. This side key here. It's a high D. So you're holding down your B, and you're doing that. You're trilling it with that high D with the palm, kind of where your palm meets your index finger. It's a little harder, I guess, physically. You have to almost shake your whole arm, and your sax shakes a bit. Now for the alto, that top note that you're going to trill, that's an F sharp. And so you can, of course, trill it to a G. But if you want to do that cooler minor third trill, do it this way. Play your F sharp, and then you're trilling up to the A. Now, you're not going to play F sharp and then A like this. You're just going to hold your F sharp finger, right, F sharp, and then make that G on your left hand an A. But you're holding the F sharp down here. See that? You get that minor third trill, and it's a little more aggressive and a little more gutsier and bluesier, I think. As opposed to see, if you trill a semitone or a tone away, it's a little more, it's not as dramatic, right? You can hear the difference.